Going to see today is synonyms and antonyms. Before entering in this topic, I am going to say you one thing. The thing is, instrument that record, analyze, summarize, organize, debate and explain information about the illustrative, non-illustrative, hardbound, paperback, jacketed, non-jacketed with the forward introduction, table of content, index, which are intended for the enlightenment, understanding, enrichment, enhancement of the human brain through sensory root option, sometimes touched. Can you guys remember what this dialogue is all about? And it's not hard for a movie buff to find this dialogue. Yes, this dialogue is from Three Idiots movie. The hero of the movie says this dialogue because the professor would ask what is the meaning of a book. So he would explain this, and after saying this dialogue, he would obviously say that we have to understand things and we should not mug up things in such a way. And the same thing happens with synonyms and antonyms concept. You should not mug up each and every word you are seeing here and there. So there are some strategies to know the meanings of each other with the root words. So you just know what is that word. You don't need to mug up the entire definition of the sentence. So today let us go into the topic. Synonyms and antonyms. Tips to solve synonyms and antonyms types of question. What is the first tip? Root word. Initially I have said what is a root word to you in the previous classes. A root word is a word which doesn't contain any prefixes and suffixes, which can stand alone with giving a meaning is called a root word. If you figure out a root word in the sentence, it will be easy for you to find the meaning of the sentence. Consider this thing. Here the root word is mal. Mal means bad. For same like that, there are many root words, and I have taught the root words initially in the previous class also. You can refer that video. The next thing we are going to say is prefixes and suffixes. You have to find the prefix and suffix also to guess the meaning of the words. I will further give you some prefixes and suffixes after this thing, and you please note on those things. The third thing, consider other meaning of the options also. What do you mean by other meaning generally? A single word might have multiple meanings. You know only one meaning, and the question paper setter might have intended to know other meaning. So you have to think in other options also. You have to think out of the box. You have to think both the meanings of a sentence. I will give you an example sentence for this thing. Consider this example, round. Round means circle. Everybody knows this. But there are two meanings of the word for the word round. See this here. The police fired 6 rounds. What is the meaning of round here? Here, round means the police fired the bullets 6 rounds. So it means the bullets used in the thing. The meaning of round here is. And the next example is he worked round the clock. Here, what is the meaning of round the clock? It means he worked 24 hours to the clock. Here the meaning of round is circle obviously, and here the meaning is different. So like this, a single word might have multiple meanings. So you have to be careful with this and solve the questions, and you have to know what is the answer in the point of view of the examiner. So it will be easy for you to solve these questions. The fourth point is if both options are close. There may be questions like both the options mean the same thing. So what must you do in that situation? You must use parts of speech. What do you mean by parts of speech? I will teach you in the future classes. For just instance, see this example. Vicious. Here vicious means cruel and cruelty. Both the things are same meaning. They just differ in the parts of speech, and you have to look out the question. You have to say the answer in the terms of parts of speech of the question. Here the word vicious is in the adjective form, and check out these things. The word cruel is in adjective form and the word cruelty is in noun. So if you look out clearly, the word cruel is adjective, the word vicious is also adjective. So you must go for choosing the option cruel. So this is called parts of speech. So the part of speech of question must be equal to the part of speech of answer. This is the next tip. The next thing is read all the answer options. This is the main thing. So because like this there may be few answer options similar to each other. Reading the first option itself, you can't say that this must be the correct answer. So you must think which will be the correct answer you have to refer all the answer options, then only you must select the correct answer. So let us see some example questions now to how to solve synonyms and antonyms. Here is an example of synonym. Malicious is the question here. Generally, as I said, you have to find the root word or prefix or suffix. In this question, the root word is mal. The meaning of mal is bad. So here are the few options given below, and you have to use the elimination method to get the correct answer, which you would get the answer accurately. So the word Binay. The word Binay has also a root word, means Binay. Binay means good. So you have to find the meaning of the word malicious here. Binay means, so it means good. So obviously the meaning for bad is not good. So let us eliminate this option. The second option is also related to something good, goodwill. So we have to eliminate this option also. The fourth option is favorable. It is totally out of order for the thing bad. So let us eliminate this option. The third option here is spiteful. What do you mean by spiteful? Spiteful means behaving unkindly to a person. It is called as spiteful. So the word spiteful matches with the word malicious. So the correct answer obviously will be spiteful. This is the example for a synonym. And let us do the same thing in antonym. Industrious. Find the antonym of the word industrious is the question asked here. Generally, who is an industrious person? A person who is working hard is an industrious person. So you have to find the antonym. The antonym for industrious is lazy. You have to look out the option close to lazy and look out the first option. First option is stupid. Is stupid closer to lazy? Obviously not. This option is out of order. The second thing, harsh. Is this related a single bit to laziness? Definitely not. This is also a wrong option. Let us go for the fourth thing, and if you don't know the root word or meaning of the word indirect, just wait, keep this in reserve and go for the fourth word, complex. Complex is also not meaning of a lazy. So this is also a wrong answer. The correct answer will be indolent. So if you don't know the meaning or root word also, you can use elimination method and eliminate the options which are not closer, and you will find the closest option easily. Let us solve few questions also. Note of this question, guys, and this is an example again for a synonym. Write the synonym for the word transcontinental. What is transcontinental? For knowing the meaning of transcontinental, you have to know the meaning of the word trans, the root word trans. The meaning of the root word trans is across or beyond or through. So across. Transcontinental means a continent across the continent is called transcontinental. He lives, transcontinental means the person lives across the continent. So this is the way you have to solve root words. Let us see another example. Tract. Let us see. Tractor. Tractor. Do you guys wondered why the vehicle tractor got its name tractor? Because of the root word. You have to know this root word. It will be easy for you to solve. The meaning of root tract is pull or drag. So since it is pulling easily, it is called as tractor. I can say another example for tract also. Attraction. So here tract means pulling the view. So it is called tract. The third thing we are going to see here is unique, and obviously most of you people know why it is called as unique, because uni means single. For example, you can say unilateral. Unilateral means single line, like that. It goes like that. The next thing you are going to see is talks. What do you mean by tox? Tox means poison. For example, toxic. Toxic means poisonous. Detoxification. Here I already said that the D is a negative prefix, so it is the opposite way. Tox means poison. So without even knowing the complete meaning, with using the root words, we can find that detoxification means removing the poison from the body. So this is called detoxification. And next, let us see about sub. The word sub means under, lower, and for the example you can give for this is submarine. Under the thing, substandard, a thing which under the standardization is called as sub. So let us see another thing. Stell. Stell means star. So what example can we give for stell? We can say interstellar. 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 Then we can say constellation. Interstellar means between the star. Constellation means a form we get from pointing out the stars. So this is the thing. And another example I can give is spir. Spir means breathe. So you can say inspire here. Here the word spir. Inspire means to stimulate. So there are further examples and furthermore words, and I will give you the table I have set. I will give the prefix table and further root words. Next topic we are going to see now is verbal analogy. As the very name says that analogy means logical solving. So this type of questions, I will explain what are the type of questions will be asked in this examination. A pair of words will be given with 4 options followed by the pair must solve logically the options must solve the pair logically with the before mentioned pair. There are a few tips to solve this type of questions. The tips are: try to determine a relationship between first pair of words. Initially, if they have given that heart, body, analogy, and the question mark will be given and 4 options will be followed. Analyze the pairing between the first 2 sentences, heart and body. Heart is a inside part of a body which is situated inside the body, and the options will be given like brain to body, leg to body, like that. So with the following options you must find which is relatively satisfying the above question. So for that, initially we have to check the bonding between the first pair of words. It is actually it is a very easy example. There will be more difficult examples also. For those examples you have to form a sentence to make those things clear for you. If heart, body, it is given heart, body, rather than saying heart and body we must say like heart is situated inside the body. If it is formed as a sentence, it will be easy for us to guess the options below also. So form the first pair of words to a sentence. And the third clue is now combine the answer choices and make a meaningful sentence. Yeah, you have to combining the question choices, you have to combine the answer choices also to get a meaningful sentence. The fourth clue is, before eliminating the option, think why this answer is wrong. Initially we have to follow elimination technique in this type of questions, because the four options will be very closely related. So before eliminating an option, you have to think why this option is wrong. Rather than checking which option will be correct, we have to check why this option will be wrong. And the final clue, I wouldn't say this clue for any type of questions, but for this verbal analogy topic, I am saying you need practice. You have to practice very well to crack these type of questions. Okay students, before solving previous year questions, let's see the type of analogical questions asked in various competitive exams. These exams are concentrated mainly on GATE and SSC JEE point of view. And here is the first question. In verbal analogy, you will be asked to find the synonym relation of two words. Let's see the example question. Buy is to purchase, trade is to dash. We have to find a similar word. The similarity must be a synonym between the trade word, because the buy is to sell, then trade is to what? Trade means get? No, definitely this is not the option. Trade means take, we can't get this also. Trade means sell, there is chances, because trading means selling, and we can see the other option because it may also get most closest to meaning also. Let's see, trade to obtain. There is no possibility of getting trade to obtain. So the answer is trade to sell. In this question, we have seen the synonym meaning between two pair of words. The next is antonym meaning. Antonym means opposite. Back is to front, rise is to dash. Back is to front. These two words are opposite to each other. Then rise is to, what may be the opposite of rise? Stand? No, definitely not, because rise and stand are similar in meaning. Fall, rise is to fall. We can reserve this option. Let's see the further option. Rise is to arise. Most people think that rise and arise are opposite words, because they think that a is a negative prefix, so rise is the opposite of arise. No, that is a wrong option. I have already told you that there are some exceptional cases for prefixes also. So rise and arises are of same meaning. So this is not the right answer, because we have to find the antonym. The last is rise is to growth. This is also definitely rise is to growth is a meaning of both sentences. So the reserved option fall will be the right answer here. Next, the third we are going to solve is descriptive. Descriptive means one word describes the other word. You must not confuse it with the meaning, because descriptive and meaning are different from each other. The word describes the word, it doesn't say the meaning of the word. And here is the example. Blue is to ocean, yellow is to wash. Yellow is to what? The color blue denotes the ocean, the color yellow denotes what? Flower. Maybe we can reserve this option, because yellow can denote flower also. There are many flowers in yellow color. Yellow is to stars. Definitely this might not be the right answer. Yellow is to moon, and this is also a wrong option. Yellow is to sun, and there are sun can also denote yellow. There are two options have been reserved, and which will be the right answer? We have to again see the analogy question clearly. Blue is to ocean. This thing is explained in universal point of view, not in a minute thing. A flower is a minute when compared to the whole all over the world. So definitely blue is to ocean comprises with yellow is to sun. So the answer is sun. The fourth type we are going to see is part to whole or piece to full. Hand is to body, branches is to what? Hand is to body means what's the relation between this word? The hand is connected to the part of a body. Body is a full thing. Hand is just a part. So only I said this before, part is to whole. So hand is to body means branches is to what? Branches is to trunk or root or leaf or flower. Definitely it's not flower, because flower is a minute than a branch. Initially the part should come forward and body should come the next. The part should come front and whole should come the next. So branches to flower, there is no chances. Branches is to leaves, also doesn't have possibilities. Branches is to roots, no. It's totally out of order. Branches is to trunk. What is a trunk? Trunk is a body part of a tree. So hand is to body, branches is to trunk. Is this matching? Definitely. So this is the option. The fifth type of analogy question asked is steps in a process. They are asking what are the further steps in a process. The example are cooking is to serving. Serving is to what? The first step of a process is cooking. The second process is serving. Then serving is to what? What is the third process? Is asked here. Serving is to digest. No, digest may be the next option. So we can reserve this because if no more closest answers are there means we can select this option. So we will reserve this. The next is serving is to cook. It is going again forward. So this will definitely not be the right answer. Serving is to eat. There are chances for serving is to eat and it is more closest than digest. So in this situation we can eliminate the word digest. We can reserve this option eat. Serving is to eat. The fourth option is serving is to wash. This is also a totally out of order option and the final answer is eat. Now again read the steps and see it is right or not. Cooking is to serving, serving is to eat. Yes, it is definitely matching. So this is the fifth type of analogy question. And the sixth type of question is cause and effect. Cause and effect. A thing happens before and for the reason of that first thing an effect happens. That is the type of question given here. Deforestation is to global warming. Deforestation causes global warming. So afforestation causes what? Can afforestation cause greenhouse effect? No, there are no chances. Can afforestation cause earthquake? Afforestation means actually planting trees. Can planting more number of trees cause earthquakes? There are definitely no chances for that. So this is a wrong option. The next one is afforestation to tsunami. Can afforestation cause tsunami? No, this will not be the correct answer possibly. The last one is afforestation to green earth. If we plant trees, the earth will turn into a green beautiful earth. So this will be the right answer. The seventh type of analogy question is things and their function. The material, actually this marker is a thing. What is the function of this marker? To write on the board. Like that various things have their functions. So the analogy is based on this type. Scissor is to cut. What does a pen do? Is the question here. Does a pen read? No. Does a pen play? Obviously most of the people used to play with the pen, but it is not the correct major function of a pen. So this cannot be the answer. Pen is to write. Yes, this is definitely the right answer, and you will see the last option also pen is to knowledge will not be the right answer. And the final type of analogy questions asked in competitive exam is items to category. There are various items. They belong to each and one of the categories. Like lemonade. Lemonade. What is a lemonade? Lemonade is a juice made of lemon. Lemonade is a beverage. What is a snake? What is the category of a snake? Does snake come under mammal category? No, definitely not. Does snake come under reptile category? Yes, this may be the right answer. Before confirming it, we will reserve it. Does snake come under amphibians? Generally, what is an amphibian? Animal which lives both on the water and the land is called an amphibian. For example, frog. Frog is an amphibian. You can say snake is also an amphibian because most of the snakes lives in the water and it also lives in the land. But it is a universal fact that snake is a reptile, so you can't change that. Obviously, snake must be a reptile. And the final option is also snake is not an insect. So the correct answer is snake is to reptile. Okay students, these are the type of questions generally asked in mostly almost all of the competitive examination. There are some exceptional case to SSC JEE questions which are a bit easier also, and difficulty level is also higher in some of the questions. We will solve SSC JEE questions in the upcoming classes. Thank you. So okay students, we are continuing our yesterday's class with synonyms and antonyms. This is the next part. So we will start from the place we have left. This is a table which says about the prefix, meanings and example of a word. And in the initial session itself, before I have given many prefixes for you, and these are the extra prefixes. These are like just 2 to 3 words, and what are their meaning is given here, and an example for that. The meaning of the prefix a means without or on is the thing here. So what is an example for that? Amoral. Amoral means without moral. A person is behaving without moral is called amoral. A foot. What do you mean by a foot? I have already said the word a also means on. So a person walking on foot can be said as a foot. So what is the next prefix here? An. A word starting with an means without. So there is an example for this is anarchy. What do you mean by anarchy? Anarchy means without democracy. So an means without. A word starting with anti means against something. So here are things like antibiotic, antiseptic, which means these prefix act as a against the septic, against the biotic. So this is the meaning. So the next prefix is d. The meaning of the prefix d is not. So debug. Debug means, what do you mean by debug? Without bug. We are doing something to get the thing without bug. So it can be said as debug. So the word d means not. The next prefix is dis. Dis also means not only. For example, disarm, dislike, not liking. So that is the example for that. The meaning of ill. The word starting with ill means the same not. Illogical, which is not logical. So the next prefix, the word starting with the prefix im, which means also not, immodest is the meaning for that. The next thing is in. The word starting with the prefix in means also not, which means inefficient. The thing which is not efficient can be said as inefficient. Can you understand it? The next prefix is ir, which also means the same thing not. So these prefixes starting here from d to ir, it always means the same. The meaning of the thing is not. So what is the example for that? Irrelevant is the example for that. The thing which is not relevant can be said as irrelevant. The next prefix is mis. Mis means bad or unfavorably, misfortune. I think you can relate that word. Misuse, using it as a bad thing. Misuse, misusing one's mobile phone is the meaning for that. The next thing is non. Non also means not, like these things. Non-interference, non-important. We can say it as unimportant. So that is the example, non-interference. Here the next word having a prefix un means not and also reverse action. What do you mean by reverse action? An action done opposite to the original action. Like unlock, the door is already locked, so you have to unlock the door, means this is obviously a reverse action. Unreal means not here, it is not real. So unreal is an example for the first one, not, and for reverse action, unlock, undo is the things. Like in a computer we use z for undo, doing the reverse thing. The next thing is co. Co means with the person. So a person who is working with another person is known as co. So the example of this will be co-pilot. There will be always 2 pilots driving the aircraft. So the person who is next to the person, they are co-pilots. I hope you can understand. The next thing is ex, means out. The word starting with ex means out. The meaning of that word is out. An example, exceed. Exceed means there is a level, exceeding that level. If for example take this as a jar, water is up to this place, when extra water is poured, the water level exits out of the level. So it means coming out is called as exit. The next thing is tele. Tele means far from, and telescope. Far. Tele means it is distance known as tele. So telescope. Scope means view or see. So tele means far. Seeing the faraway places, we can use telescope. So this instrument got this place, and same like that, telephone, telegram, everything. So let us see some of the synonyms here again, like yesterday's class, with the root words. The first one is amble. Amble. What do you mean by amble? Amble means moving. An object with which moves can be said as amble, and for example we can say ambulance. Ambulance is an example for that. So ambulance. Here I hope now you can understand why ambulance has got its name. The next prefix we can say is cert. Cert means sure. Certain is the example here. Cert is already sure. Certain means being sure. The next example we can say is clar. Clar means clarity. You can otherwise say as clear. The meaning of clar is clear. The example is clarity. To make something clear is the meaning of this word. And we can say clarification. Clearing some doubt is clarification. The next thing we can say is dia. Dia means it has many meanings. Through, between, apart. For example, diagnosis. We can say diagnosis. Then we can say dialogue. Why diagnosis is an example? Because here the word dia means diagnosis means they are diagnosing a disease throughout the body. So this example can be said. In the same way, dialogue. It is a conversation between two people. So we can say this dia as an example here. The next prefix we can say, the next root word meanings we can say is domin. Means master. The example is dominate, and these two words are very similar to each other. Domin means master, dominate means to master something. So master. We can say another word here. Note down these words, guys. Actually these things are repeated and repeatedly asked in competitive exam. These are the important meanings. So there are many possibilities. This can be asked again in in the same examination, also in further competitive examination like SSC JE or maybe in RRB, TSPSC. It can be asked in anything. So please note on this. These are important things. The next is lab. Lab means work. And can you say an example for lab? I will say that. Example, collaborate. Here the word lab means work, I said. So co means there is already the word with. So here are two. Here the prefix co is also used here. So collaborate with work, which means working with another person is called collaborate. Like that you can say laboratory as an example, a place where to work is called as laboratory. So we can say lab. The seventh thing we can say as later. Later means side. For example, you can say bilateral. Bi under the prefix I have given in previous class. Bi means two. Unilateral. Here also not there. Unilateral means single. So which has two sides is called bilateral. Which has a single side is called unilateral. So next example we can say as lock. Not L-O-C-K, it is L-O-C, which means a place is called as a lock. So for example you can say locate. Location means a place here. Relocate, and this involves the prefix here also. Or re also is called as reverse action, we can say. Here the word relocate means reverse and loc means place. So it is like a negative prefix because you are undoing this thing. So relocate means moving to another place. The ninth example is note on the ninth example, it is, I have said already, non, and just wait a minute, take this example as ortho. Ortho means straight. For example, orthography, and I have forget to said another important suffix here. Graphy means to write. So graphy means to write. Orthography means, ortho is the meaning straight, graphy has the meaning right. So writing straight. Writing straight is called orthography. And here is the final prefix. Note on this. This is a important one. Sand. Sand means, sorry, just wait a minute. Sand means health. So the example will be sanitary, which means relating to, it is somewhat relating to cleanliness and health. Related to health. So that's it, guys. These are the important synonyms which has more possibility of coming in the examination. So please note on these things. I hope you can understand the meaning of the root and the example for that also. I hope it is clear now. Okay students, let us continue our session with the synonyms and antonyms. We have initially seen the prefixes and their meaning and an example. Now let us see the suffixes and their meaning and example. So these are also important things which will be useful for you to solve synonyms and antonyms. The first suffix will be full. A word ending with full, meaning of the word will be full of. So the example, powerful. Powerful means it is ending with full, so the person is full of power is the meaning there. The second suffix, the word ending with less, harmless. means without. For example, this tiger is harmless means this tiger is without harm. We can go near them without fear is the meaning there. For harmless, the suffix is less. Next thing is ly, ly. For example sentence is slowly. So the meaning is this: in a way or manner. If a word end with ly, the meaning will be in a way. So slowly means walking slowly. It is in a way. He is walking in a way which is slower. It's called ly, slowly. The next suffix is er. A word ends with er means more. For example, faster. Generally, fast. Look at this example. Fast, faster. So, the word fast is less than faster because fast is a general form. Faster means an increased form of fast. So, more is the meaning there. The next one is fast, est. It is most. There is a difference between more and most. Consider a level, you have 10 rupees. This is the general cost you are having. So, if I give you another 100 rupees, you will think that and your friend is having 100 rupees. Imagine that. Your friend is having 100 rupees. Friend. And you are having 10 rupees. Now, if I give you 100 rupees, you will have 110 rupees. So, you are more than your friend. So, your similarly, another friend will have 150 rupees and 200 rupees in the same way. And if I give you 1000 rupees, you are in the way highest in the level. So, highest means it is the topmost level. So, the word est means most, fast, smartest. So, here faster is also lower than fastest is the meaning here. So, next suffix is ible, which means the word ends with ible, which means can. So, what do you mean by can? Can means he can do something. Audible, ending with ible, I can hear is the thing given here. So, the next suffix is the word ending with ary or ory, which these two things means place and room. So, library is ending with ry, laboratory is ending with ory. So, these are the examples here. Next one is a word ending with the suffix or, which means someone who does something. Or we can keep er also. Here both suffixes are there in er. This er, the thing depends upon the verb it is coming. So, here the verb fast means faster, which means more. Consider a verb teach. So, teacher. So, teacher means it denotes the person and his job. So, you have to look out the verb before the suffix. That is also an important thing. So, the word ends with or er is someone who does something. Instructor, teacher. The next suffix is ify, a word ending with ify. The meaning of that word is to make. Example, simplify. Here, something is hard initially and you are doing something to reduce its difficulty. So, it is called simplify. That is the meaning here. So, the next suffix is ate, ate. A word ending with ate means to make or do is the meaning. Example, create. To create a new thing, to make or do meaning. And ation, a word ending with suffix ation means the result of making. For example, equation. So, the next thing is phobe. We have initially seen several phobias. So, what's the difference between a phobe and a phobia? It is, I think everybody of you can say that a phobia means it's a disease. A phobe means a person who fears. Phobia says in a generalized form. Phobe denotes a separate individual person is the thing here. So phobe means a person who fears about something. For example, acrophobe. What is an acrophobe? Who is an acrophobe? A person who fears about height is called acrophobe. So if it denotes a person, it is called acrophobe. If it denotes a disease, it is called acrophobia, fear of disease. The next thing is the suffix ending with ent or ant. So the meaning is having the quality of. The examples are fragrant, potent. Fragrant, what do you mean by fragrant? Pleasant smell. Fragrant, ant means having the capability of producing pleasurous smell is the meaning here. So next thing is suffix, a word ending with suffix el, il, le, let. So the meaning of all these things is small only. For example, morsel, council, little, piglet. Piglet is a kid of a pig. Yeah, that's it. So the next example is the suffix ending with the words eous, ious, ose. So the meaning here is full of. It means full of. Example, aqueous, spacious, verbose. So aqueous means it is full of water. Spacious, full of space, like that. It comes in that manner. So we have seen in this session meanings, synonyms and antonyms, and prefixes and suffixes, extra prefix and extra suffix, and some extra root words which are repetitively asked in this question. This session is a very important session because mostly all of the competitive examination, you take any of the competitive examination, each and every competitive examination will have synonyms and antonyms in it. Be it the placement classes you are going through in your college or the competitive examinations you are going to attend, the prefix and suffix and the synonyms and antonyms are the main thing which will come. So please read this, guys. Note all these things. These are very important and useful things which will be useful for you. So let us meet in the new session with a new topic. Thank you, students.